Hey guys, welcome to Hiberna Farm. Hey guys, welcome to Hiberna Farm. I'm Dean, and this channel is all about homesteading and how I'm going to take my property that is almost a bare 4.4 acres, an old rusty barn. I got 1.5 acres of tree, and the place is about 3/4 fenced. We are going to really work our way into building a few things in regards to like a calf shelter with a tack room. So I got some storage, and we'll start bringing in animals come spring. But until then, I've got a lot of things to develop and start some planning, and you'll see a lot of those videos pop up here through the winter. So thank you again for joining me. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like, ring the bell for notification. Well, I'm going to make an attempt here. Puppy's caught up in the house there. Got some eavestroughing here. So I've got two 10-foot lengths, and then on the deck there's a couple bags of flashing and whatnot. So right here on this deck, right that way, this stuff, because of the stairs being right here, and you can see that it's ice. And for a November 18th, my birthday, by the way, happy birthday to me, 42. Yeah, man, it's like 7, 8, 9 degrees C out here. It's just gorgeous. So anyway, I've got to run flashing on there because when I built this thing, I did it in a mad rush, and it's not exactly square, unfortunately. So the tin is almost tight up against the mobile. So I've got flashing. I can show you that. That is right. We'll go to the other side. I got flashing right here. How can you see that? So got some flashing that I'm going to put on the trailer. So what I was looking at doing is I was going to silicone this, and I've got some metal screws that I'm going to tack this right to the side of the trailer. And then on the trailer there's a little bit of a drip edge, and I was just going to go tight up against that, and then this will overlap onto the tin on the roof. So that's that. And then I've got a small amount of flashing, like you can see. Maybe you can see here. You can see that tin overhangs off of that strapping. So what I want to do is basically put a little more flashing underneath that, so it'll tuck it underneath to bring the drip basically out over top of the stud, and then the eavestrough will get screwed into the studs. Ooh, baldies. Bald eagles. I don't know. Yeah. Can you see those guys up there? Two of them. Just riding the currents. Pretty slick. So anyway, I'm gonna get a ladder and get set up, and then I'll get the camera up on the roof, and we'll start working on this together. Bend it up. Hey, so some of you probably would be interested in knowing how to hang eavestrough. It's really simple. The warehouse home hardware center that I go to is a co-op here in Rocky Mountain House, and you pick up the hangers for the eavestrough in strips of 10. You can buy them individually, but you know how it is, wholesale. And they're just little hooks. So the hook, well, I guess they sit like this in the eavestrough. Sit like that in the eavestrough. And I guess the gist of it is you just put it in there and then hook it and flip it over. Got to find the right spot. Then push it down, and then you'll see that there's a hole right here. And what happens is I'll line it up with the rafters up there, and I'll put a screw through here, and that will fasten basically the front of the eavestrough through the back right to the stud, and then it'll make it rather rigid and be able to hold weight. So we've got 10 of those to hang, roughly. Looks like it's about 8 inches. And I built this to do like a 19-2. So the other thing that I'm going to put up there is what's called an end cap. So you'll see on there it says it has an R, and that one's got an L. So they'll sit on, I'll basically put it on the end there. So what I'll do is I'll put it up there, and not everybody has one. I've done eavestroughing in the past, and that's actually why I'm using the metal stuff rather than the plastic snap-on. I much prefer this. But once you get it on there, on the back and the sides, you basically crimp. So I've got that tool that'll crimp metal to metal. And then on the inside, once it's crimped, you just silicone the inside with some outdoor silicone. The other thing, I guess I didn't bring the other one with me. So, and then the downspout, once I get it up there and kind of lined out where I'm going to put my downspout, we've got this little doomahickey thingamajigger, and it basically sits in here. What I'll do is I'll mark it out with a pencil, and then I'll take a hole saw and drill a small hole. So that's what I mean by a small hole, is just a hole about that big. And then I'll take a pair of snips and I'll cut out to the corners, and I'll fold those down. So what'll happen is I'll put that through the hole, drop it in there, screw it down so it stays in place, and then the eavestrough, or the downspout, will come up over top of this, and I'll put screws in through the sides. And then all of a sudden this whole system becomes a rigid one piece chunk of aluminum that doesn't have a lot of give. If it's done correctly, it won't have a lot of give. The other thing, just give me a second. Haven't opened it up yet. Typically I wouldn't use one of these, but I thought I'd give it a try. And this is like a jointer. It's called a slip joint connection. So what I'll do is I'll put all my hangers in here. I'll carry it up there like this, and what I'll do is on the piece that's already mounted up there, I'll slide this on over top, and wonder if I can show you. Yeah. So what I'll do is this will actually slide underneath. Maybe. Come on now. You can do it. Okay, let's try going this way then. open this up a little bit. Ooh, I'm going to dump it. So maybe, maybe it's just easier to do it through the front here. Oh, maybe it's a good thing I decided to do that down here. So anyway, I'm going to open this up a little bit. That's what it says to do anyway. So you open it up. We'll kind of hold it like that. And we'll slide it in there. And that will fit in there. And that will slide over top. Alright, that fits pretty good. And then what we'll end up doing is we'll just silicone the joint. Probably put a couple of screws right in the front here to hold this in place. Doesn't tell me to do that. And it just says bend it over. I don't think that's going to be enough for me. I'm going to put a couple of little metal screws, one on each side of the eaves trough, to hold it in place. But I don't know if it's going to be a good idea. Anyway, it's all guess and check. One, two, three, 4, 5. Dang, there's a bird feeder up there still. So 5. 1, 2. I'll get that off video later. 3, 4, 5. And I'm just using normal deck screws to screw that back into the stud there. So this doesn't have to come up there with me. Not that I'm throwing that together. You know, if I get it, I won't forget it. Oh yeah. Good thing I did the dump yesterday. Then I've been fishing through my own garbage. Alright. I'm going to go move that bird feeder. Okay, I'm going to do the slip jointer first. So there you go, we hung the eavestrough. I will continue on, and when I get to the next step, we will begin demonstrating how to do downspout and end pieces. Hey guys, I didn't get outside today. Was dealing with some mental health and had to run puppy to the vet for her first checkup, kind of get to know the vet, and the breeder was looking for some paperwork to get filled out by our chosen veterinarian. So that was kind of my morning. And then here this afternoon, I don't know, I was just mentally beat, and I kind of just shut myself off in the bedroom, watched some YouTube videos on some more permaculture and regenerative agriculture. I'm just gonna keep consuming as much of that content, whether it be on YouTube, in books. I'm really looking forward to my my Kickstarter. I'll link that one in the description below so you can take a look at that. It's going to be a giant book. It's basically going to be the how-to on regenerative agriculture. So I kind of really look forward to that one. And a big shout out to the author for doing that. I'm pretty sure the reception that he got through Kickstarter absolutely blew him away. It was phenomenal to see that his dream came to fruition in such a large, massive manner, as he probably wasn't expecting. But again, I thank you for watching, spending time with me, and in the upcoming videos I'll be getting the flashing up on the deck, and I got a fair bit of travel here over the next few days. Selling a bunch of stuff on Kijiji, so I got a trip to Red Deer. I've got Friday, I have an appointment in Airdrie with Micro Acres. Going to talk to them mainly to discuss marketing and sales strategies, as that's kind of my weak point. I haven't had a lot of dealings with restaurants or wholesale to like grocery stores and stuff like that, so I'm gonna kind of rely on them and that information that they have that I want to go get. So that's Micro Acres. I'll link them in the description below. Look forward to meeting you, David. And Saturday, we're gonna go hunting. Woohoo! And Sunday, we're gonna go hunting in the morning. Woohoo! And daughter's got a swim meet, so we're gonna go hang out at the swimming pool for majority of the morning, and then the afternoon's gonna consist of probably some hunting and some CFL Grey Cup, Canadian Football League, for those of you outside of Canada. It's the league of choice for us Canadians, even though I know a lot of American football fans are in Canada as well. I've spent my fair share watching football and cheering on Tom Brady. Yeah, I like him. Brett Favre, that was another one. Kind of cheered for those boys. They were awesome. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, ding ding, and we'll see you in the next video.